Gevulde speculaas and pepernoten are back in the stores. It is time for Sinterklaas. The shoes are being placed for small gifts and our hearts beat with anticipation. Make sure you draw the names for gift exchanges on time and make it a pleasant evening. Do you already have an idea for a surprise? I must confess that I often ask my sister to make my surprise. In return, I write a beautiful poem for her. Writing a poem allows you to reflect on the bond you have with this person. The best thing about Sinterklaas is of course playing games. A super funny, typically Dutch card game is Toepen. You will be amazed how many people know this game. How to play? You can play with 2 to 8 people. Toepen is played with 32 cards from 7 to ace. In advance, the number of penalty points is agreed upon, at which the game ends. This can be 12 or 15. Now the game starts. Each player receives 4 cards. The player to the left of the dealer begins. If this player plays hearts or diamonds, clubs, spades, then the rest must play the same symbol. If you do not have this symbol, then you may play another symbol. The order of the cards from low to high is Jack, Queen, King, Ace, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the Jack is the worst card and the 10 is the best card. If you think you have very good cards, you can knock. This is called Toepen. You can also bluff, of course. The rest of the players can decide if they want to join or not. If you don't join, you get a penalty point. You may put your cards face down next to you. Everyone else plays on. If you think you have a better card than the person who tooped, you may toop over it. To do this, tap the table. You may not toop twice in a row. Another player must have called a toop in between. 1 penalty point is added for each toop. The winner does not receive any penalty points. The loser adds up all the toop points and this is noted. The key is to make as few penalty points as possible. If you end the game with a jack, you may deduct 1 penalty point from your total. If you have 3 tens, then you must whistle. Try to do this as inconspicuously as possible. If you have 4 picture cards, you may call dirty laundry and you may draw 4 new cards. If someone wants to check your dirty laundry and you indeed have 4 picture cards, that person gets a penalty point. If you have bluffed, then you have to play along with your cards face up and you get a penalty point. It is such a fun game. Each game does not take too long, but because you play with a point system, there is still the challenge of staying focused. Before you start the game, write the names of the players below each other. Keep track of how many penalty points everyone has. If there is only 1 penalty point left for someone in the game, this is called armoe, poverty, or pelt. Then the other players may indicate whether they want to play along or not. If you play along, then you play for 2 points and Toepen is not allowed. If you don't play, then the one on armoe wins. The rest gets 1 penalty point each. After opening the surprises, sit at a table together and give Toepen a chance. It can produce truly hilarious moments when you notice that people are bluffing or not. Simply playing a card game makes everyone actively participate in the Sinterklaas celebration. The phones don't get a chance because if you are not paying attention, you lose. You will also find that certainly the older generation still knows this game, and so it becomes a wonderful bridge between young and old. Carpe punctum, seize the moment and live with flair. Michelle.